EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Chubb on the counter. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now a play fake. Brady. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Check, 43. Check it, reload.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check back. No. Alert. Check. Ozzie. Check.
A give. This is Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
47. Rip. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. It's our time.
From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Ready. Mike, 28. I got him. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? Panther 60. Give me something.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll run with Harris. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. On the give, this is Harris. They find some open field here. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On third down, here's Harris. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
From midfield, here's Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Check. Crunch. Cover.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They pitch it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Man left.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Extra point put through by Boswell. That'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hold 50. Check 43. Kill.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Brady now on first down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 28, here it comes.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left.
Uh-oh.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Watch the safety creep. Check. Got me too. Check hot route. Hot.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 12, Brady.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Von Miller able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. The quick feet by Jackson. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Got me too.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Brady. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 60 Eagles.
They'll throw now on the final play. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey. We got 3 down. Mike, 60.
Back to throw again.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson to return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
65 yards on the ground for him so far. Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
13 yards remaining on second down.
They hand this off to Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. They run with Harris. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. A give to Harris, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Boswell's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. A give running right is Chubb. And out of bounds right around the 20. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A run for Nick Chubb. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. On 2nd and 9, Brady. His throw incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Brady. Got a man, and Schwartz complete. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 55 yards. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. That's why they're going to the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll drop to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Sliding out of the pocket. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll look to throw here. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. Looking to throw. A gain there of 21 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
3-3. Check number 6.
They'll set up to throw. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall.
53. Yo. Mike. Shadow.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch.